At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.
Yeah.
And we are live, Kadogo.
Yes, I can see myself.
You can see yourself there.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Okay. This is another day. Okay, this is another day again. We have people there watching already. This is another day for us. As we did Kenya and Friends in the Park. So now today we are here. We are here live again, guys. We were here yesterday talking about Kenya and Friends in the Park, what happened on the 25th and the 26th. And the people that were there with us yesterday were the people that performed on the 25th of July. Today is the people that performed on the 26th of July. We're just going to have fun, guys. Don't tense. Don't think, oh my God, I don't have makeup. Oh, my face is not nice. Everybody's face is nice. Don't tense, okay? And if you have Facebook, just go on my page and you see us there and you can see yourself smiling, okay? So we have 4 people already logged in. 4 people already logged in. So guys, I just want to say thank you so much for the 25th and the 26th. People didn't think this is going to happen, but you know us, Kenya and Friends in the Park. Kenyans, nothing can break us. Nothing can bring us down. We are going, we are there with the bang, 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 shabab, bang, bang, bang. So now, I want to start with, today we have Mayamu Properties. We have Kadogo from Netherlands. She has an organization to look after the old people in Kenya. Is it old people or elderly? The elderly. Old people is not nice to say, is it? We don't say old people. We can't hear you, Kadogo. And mute yourself.
Elderly.
Oh, we say elderly.
Because if it's old, I'm also old. It's from 60.
Oh, it's from 60. So that's the elderly. Yeah. Our moms and dads and everything, yeah? You're really doing a good job, Kadogo. I'm so proud of you because there's a lot of neglect on the elderly in Kenya. And not even just Kenya. I wouldn't say Kenya, I just say around the world.
Around the world,
because I even see here, people, when somebody's parent, especially even 50, from 50, 55, they take them to the old people's home. Elderly people's home. I should not use that word old, because even me, my children say, Mommy, you're old. And I'm like, seriously? I'm not old, guys, but they see me as old. So I'll say elderly. So there's so much neglect. And what we forget is these people, they gave birth to us. And these people looked after us. And these people were there for us when we needed them. But now, because we feel like we are older, and we don't need them anymore, we don't see their value, so we just neglect them. So I really appreciate what you're doing, Kadogo, with the organization. And we also have Susan, who deals with insurance. And I know that that is one topic that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Anytime they hear insurance, oh God, I'm not going to die in Jesus' name. I'm going to live until I'm 1,000 years. Come on, guys. It doesn't happen like that. And the thing is as well, is when we talk about insurance, that doesn't mean you're going to die. It just means, and yesterday somebody was talking about generational wealth. And with insurance, the way I see it is, if I was to die today, God forbid, I leave money for my children. Somebody put your volume of your thingy down. Okay, I'll put it down. Okay, so it's the same thing when we talk about insurance. That doesn't mean you're gonna die. It just means insurance is important to have. So that's Susan is there as well. And we also have African Workers Union. We all know, especially as you live in the world, the Western world, as they say, civilized. But it's not really civilized, because people who are civilized do not treat others like that. And we do see how we're being treated because of this color. Everywhere you go, they treat you bad. So I think African Workers Union, they took it upon themselves, and they started an organization to help workers who are being criticized, who are being victimized, who have been with racism as well, discrimination. And I think that African Workers Union is something that all the workers in the UK, Black workers in the UK should actually join, because they've helped a lot of people. There's testimonials in their website. If you go on their website, you'll see people who they've helped before. And we also have Miami with us today, Miami Properties. She also deals with properties. And guys, especially when it comes to properties, because we do know how properties are. People take your money and disappear. Yeah. We know that already. They take your money and disappear. But for us to bring somebody who deals with property, they've been vetted already by the Foreign Affairs Office in Kenya and by the Kenyan Embassy here in the UK, and also by us as well. We've done our research, we've done our homework. And that is why we have Miamu Properties. They are always with us in Kenya and Friends in the Park from 2016 until today. They are always there with us, because people who have bought properties from them have actually testified and said, today I'm a landlord because of Miamu, and today also I have a property, and they also look after your property. You know, sometimes when you're in Kenya and you bought something and you're living, or Tanzania or wherever, because I know we have a friend of Kenya here, Susan, and you also have somebody from Burundi. Those are friends of Kenya. In Africa in general, you buy your house, you leave it for your family. You say, you rent, and then you say the money for your family to give you. My friend, that is not your house anymore. But now, Miamu Properties, they look after your house. They'll look after your property. So you don't have to fight with your sisters, family anymore. You are free like a bird. So guys, today we have wonderful people in this platform, and I've introduced them. So that means I'm a very good MC. I've done my job as an MC. And now I'm going to hand it over to them as well, so you can hear them. So I'm going to start with Kadogo first. Kadogo, you're from Netherlands, right?
I'm from Kenya, living in the Netherlands.
Oh, from Kenya, my bad. Woo. Are you Kenyan like me? Let me see anything that says you're Kenyan.
The colors, eh? And also from Africa.
Okay, you know, I will not lie. I went to Netherlands one day, and I actually went to Kadogo's house. I'm one person that I travel a lot, and I hate staying in people's houses. I don't. I always just like my space. But this time, this lady was like, there's no way. If you want to pay hotel, then come to my house and pay me that money for the hotel. You must stay in my house. I was like, please, okay. Her house, I thought I'm an African, or I thought I'm a Kenyan. Wait until you go to this woman's house. Everything, the stools, African, whatever, Kenyan. Even in her bathroom, the dish, the soap dish or whatever is African. I was like, seriously? Okay, please, we know you're African, but this is too much. So if you go to Kadogo's house, you want an African house, that is Kadogo. That's why when I say, oh, Kadogo, you're from Netherlands, she almost chopped my head. She says she's Kenyan. So thank you, Mrs. Kenya. Now, tell us, what inspired you to start helping the elderly? What was it?
Thank you, Lydia. I didn't know I'm that African. Thank you. You know, when your interior in the house is like that, you're used to it. But if I hear you saying that, I'm starting to look around. Oh, so it's that African. Anyway, thank you very much. What inspired me to start taking care of the elderly? First thing, since I arrived in Europe, in Vienna in 1984, I stepped out of the plane and it was so cold. So I looked outside and I said, I'm going back. If I would get into that plane and tell the pilot return, I would not have lived in Europe. I keep on saying that. So I've always been thinking of Kenya, even living in Europe now, which is Netherlands, for the last 28 years, and Europe in total 36 years. My mind has always been in Kenya. So there was a time that through the Kenya diaspora community in the Netherlands, we got a chance to go and for our expertise, you know, they were looking for 15 Kenyans who would go back home and volunteer. And they were looking for people who have PhDs or masters, which I don't have, but I was one of the working committee. So we came together and we said, yeah, why do you have to be highly educated to go and do private volunteering job in your country? And through all the protocols and whatever they did, we managed to change it. And I got a chance to go. So when I went there, it was for 3 months. I left a salary which I would earn. I went to Kenya for a salary which I would earn here for a day.
Wow.
My day salary is what I was earning there per month.
Yeah.
I sacrificed to do that. You know, I had to first to discuss it with my husband because you know you have your own costs which you have to pay per month in our own household. But I sacrificed to go and do that. And I went for reproductive health, which I chose. Being a nurse, I had to find where to fix myself, and they connected me with the women challenge to challenge. They are disabled women, and it was about reproductive health. And as much as I like Kenya, I always go to the grassroots. So through the Women Challenge to Challenge to Challenge, I went to Mukuru wa Jenga. I don't know where you know that, whether you know where that is. Mukuru wa Jenga is really in the slums. And there was also Dandora. Those are the people I worked with. I traveled with public transport. I just lived like I'd never left Kenya.
Yes.
You can imagine what I was earning. So I had to just live like somebody who has never left Kenya.
Yeah.
But what inspired me is the elderly, the disabled people. They were disabled, you know, the body, but the
Yes.
mind, you
Yeah.
know, they were just like me, you know.
Mm.
But the challenges which they were going through really touched me. I said, if you, who is good in your mind, is going through these challenges from medical to, you know, going to an office, the office of this disabled is in the 15th floor and you're on wheelchair, how will you get to the offices, you know? And I thought, working in the Netherlands, I work with people with dementia. So I thought, what about somebody who has dementia there, who cannot express themselves? They are not saying whether they have pain, whether they are hungry, whether somebody did, how are they being dealt with?
And also, to just cut you short there, those are things that are really not acknowledged in Africa per se, or Kenya, that somebody has dementia or somebody has mental illness. It's just, come on, get on with your life.
Yes.
So I think what you're doing right now is a bonus for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go on, sorry.
So in that time when I was volunteering, I came across my partner, who is a co-founder also. I came across him, and he was at that time looking for a place to take his mom, who needed a residential area. He was looking for a residential area where he could take his mom, because he was all the time traveling to Kisumu, back. On the way, halfway, the mom is okay, so you don't have to come. Before he nearly reaches Nairobi, oh, she still needs you to come. So he was going through that challenge all the time. And he said, now, if I could get a place where I can take my mom now, it will ease all this problem.
Yeah.
So we came across each other, and I told him, oh, I work with people with dementia and palliative health. And I also started dipping into, do we have that kind of places in Kenya? So you see, going for another course made me go for my own expertise, which I do in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And one led to another, and then we found out that we didn't have. Now I can say we have, because I've been doing some research. But by that time, I would swear there was nothing, because we couldn't find a place for the mom. Unfortunately, the mom passed. But that made, I don't have parents. If I had them, my dad would be 97, my mom 87. They were 10 years different. And if somebody would call me now and say there's a place you take your mom, you know what I would do? You know what I'll do? I say, how much? I'm taking the first plane. I'm going to bring them to the place, because I'd want them to be taken good care of.
Yeah.
And since 2016, we have been, you know, step by step, but the step by step saying now, Kenyans, can we, not only Kenyans, Africans, can we put our hands together, and people who have those brains, the doctors, the nurses, anybody who knows that the kind of their expertise where we can put in this elderly care, how we can make it really, get it out of the ground. And from there, we can be saying, people are being taken care of. And that is what still, that's where my inspiration comes, and that's where I need, let me not say I, we need more support. And let me add to this. I've been having a foundation for the last 11 years that is for education and feeding program. And in that way, that I've tried to get funds from everybody else. But when I came to this one, Age Watch Africa, this we found that it is a social problem for us African in Kenya.
Yeah.
You know, if I go to the people who support me in the Netherlands with the education, they don't understand the problem we have with our elderly back home there. Everybody knows about education and feeding program and all that, but how we take care of our parents, they have always known that. I hear people say, but you take care of your parents. Where is your mom, Lydia? Where's your mom? Is she with you in England?
No.
In London?
No.
And any other Kenyans, we have spread our wings and we are everywhere. So who is taking care of those parents there? It is for us, the Africans, to start seeing the need of it. Are you getting me?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's for us to start seeing the need of it. And that is why I would say people to maybe go deep into the website, look at it, and not see it as it's Kadogo's problem.
And what's your website? Give us your website. And
the website is www.agewatchafrica.com.
Yeah, can you write it on the comments as well?
Yes.
So, yeah.
And the people can mail me as Kadogo at agewatchafrica.com. I'm going to post them all here on the comments.
Okay. So
Yes.
Meanwhile, we have Benny watching. We have Lizzie Azu watching. We have Catherine Jenga. Catherine Jenga is our big follower and support. And Becky Fisher, of course, Becky Fisher is part of the organization team for Kenyan Friends in the Park. We have Amachi Jacowin. Amachi is watching. Yukia Yusuf, thank you very much. Case Hayes, thank you very much. Ofosuhen Dominic Kwaku, I'm sure that's a Ghanaian. So Vida will have a Ghanaian here watching. Grace Gaps is watching. Rosie Min Pendo, all the way from Germany, is watching as well. She said, this is wonderful. Aswila Sword is watching. Zara Say is watching. Zara Shai is watching. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. And please, you can comment, or you can also get contacts for anybody who is talking and you wish to contact them. Take contact. So Kadogo, please put your contacts down there. And guys, we're also writing messages down there. You need to read the chats as well, guys. Okay, now I'm going to Susan. I hope you've read the chats, what I'm writing there as well, guys. And okay, so let's go to Susan now.
I have. I was trying to, I was trying to connect on Facebook. I don't know how, me.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm trying to send a message. I don't know how. But anyway, that's me with the technology. I need to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're just talking with Susan. Susan talks about, she cares about people's lives so much. So she took it upon herself and decided to do this insurance. And I know people don't like talking about insurance, but trust me, guys, insurance is so important, because I see people when they go to the, especially in Kenya, I don't know what's wrong with us. Somebody goes to the hospital and one day they're giving you a bill of 1 million. Seriously, 1 million? Am I Uhuru Kenyatta's wife or Uhuru Kenyatta's family that I have 1 million in the living room lying there? We know those people who have millions. Come on. You go to the hospital and it's after 2 days, or somebody dies and they give you a ridiculous bill. Guys, if you have insurance, you don't need to worry. You can sleep in peace and don't bother anybody for mchango and help me. And that's why Susan now is here to just tell you about insurance. And Susan, like I said, have you read the charts, what I was writing there?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have.
Okay.
I have 5
All right,
minutes.
go on.
Yeah. Yes, like what Lydia said, about life insurance in general, because insurance, there's so many segments about insurance. A lot of people, not only Kenyans, even people, I'm from Tanzania. So a lot of even Tanzanians, they really don't want to talk about insurance. When you mention, oh, yeah. Like tomorrow never comes. It's a subject which really a lot of people don't want to talk about it, because we need to change our mindset. It's like, come on, insurance is not about dying, and yet these same people, they've got insurance for their phones, they've got insurance for all the material stuff, but
And
they themselves,
they're cats
Yeah.
and dogs.
yeah, cats and dogs, all like insured, but themselves, because you're the person who's making the money. If you don't earn the money, how are you going to pay for the rest of the stuff? So
Yeah.
you start with yourself, because you're the money making machine if you can't go to work. Things like that. So you have to start with yourself. So with insurance, like I said, there's segments of insurance. So you have to see like what we do, because I'm an advisor. Every person, when we advise, we cater per individual. Your needs will be different for my needs. So I have to find out exactly what you need and advise you accordingly, because there's no point of just going online and taking insurance and you don't know what you're taking insurance for. That's what we're here for. So when you speak to someone like me, no, if you don't want to speak to me, find an advisor, and seek advice, because without knowing what you're buying for, there's no point of having it. So in cutting in short, I will talk about few things like, as Africans or Tanzanians especially, they really don't want to talk about life insurance. And yet again, they've got kids. So if you have a life insurance, like what a lot of people, know that if you have a life insurance, that is not about you per se, it's about all your loved ones you're leaving behind. So at least you give them the financial cushion. If you go, they call it's a premature death, because if you have children and then suddenly you don't wake up tomorrow, what are they going to happen? What is it going to happen to them financially? So you
Yeah.
need to have a conditions, a plan for them. So if you have children, certainly you have to have insurance to cover, just in case it's a premature death. Nobody wants to die early, but we're all gonna die one day. So you have insurance, make sure you cover those years when your children are still young. Make sure you have a plan for that.
And
If-
just to cut you short, Susan, I
Yeah.
think the fact that when you say people to get advisors to advise you is because there's also a lot of people who say insurance people are dodgy and insurance people don't pay. But I
No.
think it's when, like what Susan said, if you go on in the
Online.
bank, or you go online, or you go to the post office, or you just go somewhere and someone say insurance and you sign those papers without reading. So you need an advisor like Susan,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
if you have an advisor who can actually advise you
Advice.
on what you're signing,
Yeah,
on what
yeah.
you're getting,
Yeah.
on all those. What they say is the devil
Small print,
is in
yeah.
the little prints. The
Yes.
devil is in the small prints. So
Yes.
that's where the devil lives, in those small
Yeah.
prints. And
Yeah, of
that's why
course.
when you sign and you don't read those small prints, that's the devil, because now when you want to claim, they will not give you your money.
Yeah.
And that's how the devil works. So the devil is a liar. So
Mm.
now, if you get somebody who will advise you, then all those little devil prints, they will advise you. So you need to get an advisor. And Susan is there. She'll leave her details as well. And it's not just about life insurance, like she said. Is there another, what is another one that is more important? I heard you the other day talking about income protection. that somebody
Income
can
protection
protect.
is very important, especially like this now. A lot of people with this pandemic, a lot of people are getting sick. So with income protection, you're protecting your income, because a lot of people, they get maybe a sick pay. Income protection in a nutshell is a long-term sick pay relief. So if you're getting an allowance from your work, it's 4 months. So the insurance will kick off after a month, let's say. So it's a long-term sick pay. So you can claim it on and off, on and off, on and off. Or if you unlucky and then you are incapacitated, you can no longer go to work, and you'll be covered until the age of your retirement. And then you start getting your pension. So it's very important. It's one segment a lot of people don't protect themselves in, is their income. Because if something happens, accident, and you can't go to work, then you really expose the law. So if again, your mortgage, your kids, all down to that. So income is very important. And then a lot of us want to be taken back home when we die. So have a small cover in place. When you die,
Okay.
at least your funeral will be paid off. Because all this changa, my dear, is getting too much. And we're living 21st century. Come on.
Yeah.
Have something in place for your funeral. We're all gonna die one day. We know we're gonna die. Have something in place. Have insurance for that. No more changa. So there's a lot of issues like different types of segments in insurance. It's not only life. So there's, you know, income protection, there's critical illness, there's private care. You know, if you have a mortgage, there will be that. You have children, have the children, building and content, whatever it is important to you. That's why it's always good to speak to an advisor. Then they can find out all you need, and they advise you accordingly. There's no point of just paying for something you don't really need. So yeah.
So I think you should put your contacts down there. So anybody on the comments, so anybody who wants to know more about insurance or how to protect your income, for repatriation, for your building and contents, everything, please contact Susan Hipwood. She's going to put her details down. Okay, now we're going to talk to African Workers Union. This African Workers Union, we all know that in the UK, especially, guys, if you're watching and you're in the UK, or if you're not in the UK and you're watching and you know you have somebody who lives in the UK who you know they're working, please let them contact African Workers Union, because there's so much discrimination in this country. There's so much injustice at workplaces. People are being put under pressure. People are being fired for nothing. People are being intimidated. There's so much racism at work. People suffer stress and depression because of the same. So because of that, we have African Workers Union to look after us. And this, especially after this Black Lives Matters, we need to make that Black Lives Matters movement matter. So I'll say it again. We need to make that Black Lives Matters matter. And that matter at the end is with capitals. And the only way that will matter is if we find our own people to fight for ourselves and to support ourselves. And that is why African Workers Union, it's very, very important. So I'll not say much because I talk too much, so I don't really know a lot. So I'll ask Vida, who is the vice chair lady of African Workers Union, to tell us more about what really this African Workers Union is all about. And Vida, you have 5 minutes. Don't talk there for 1 hour, because I know these Ghanaians, they like talking too much. Please, 5 minutes. Okay, Vida.
Hello. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I think Lydia has already advertised for Africa Workers Union. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here just to talk a bit about Africa Workers Union. It's new. It's a new NGO. We're here because of challenges that we face in our workplaces and life in general abroad. Because you see, Africans work every God-given hour throughout our lives, and when there are issues, we find it difficult to get people to stand up for us.
Yeah.
And it's during such a time, during the pandemic, when we lost a colleague, and we thought of the family, how difficult life is, especially when you have the main breadwinner out of the way. Suddenly it becomes a nightmare living, how the children will grow up, and a whole lot of other things. So we came together, contributed, and gave the family a donation. Then from there, we decided to form this group, just to look after each other and stand up for each other in legal matters and in our workplaces and all other stuff. So yes, we are new, but we are making strides. We're moving forward. We already registered, and we have everything in place to make us a legal company. So we have other people who are going to do. We stand up for inequalities in workplaces, unfair treatment, and like Lydia said, we should make Black Lives Matter, because it does matter. We're doing this for the next generation, and we hope that things will change and improve in the near future. I'll leave it there. It's a great union to join, and we hope that you subscribe in your numbers to find out more about us. Thank you. I'll take much of your time.
Okay, thank you very much. That's a real Ghanaian. That's a real Ghanaian. Just took her time Now you give a microphone to a Kenyan, they will not leave that microphone. You'll be fighting on stage. Hey, bring this microphone. No one's leaving. So well done. I think I'll look for a Ghanaian husband who talks less, because me, I talk too much. So I need someone who talks less. So, but I like what you said. I like something you say, Vida, that it's about our children. It's about the youth, because we have seen injustice. We have seen how they are treating us. They're killing our children. You know, as Black people, we are so scared, especially if you have boys, to go out. You're thinking, oh my God, will my son come back? Will they come back okay? Will they meet a group that is racist? You understand? So we are so scared of our children. But what you've started, if you're starting this for our children, like you said, and for our generation to come, not even our children, but our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, I think this is a very important initiative. And you know what? If I was out there looking at this right now, I'll start inquiring more about this African Workers Union. So you have a website, right? So what's your website? What's your website?
Our website is www.africaworkersunion.org.uk.
Okay, so I'll go to Benson, because I know Benson is your general secretary as well. But as much as you're saying whatever you're saying, but you also need to go on the Facebook and write your details there, please. You need to go there and
before you go, Lydia. There's one more thing I want to say.
Okay.
We're talking about legal matters. Like you say, your children go out and you don't know when what's happening out there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the friends that they group with, if something goes wrong, you find it very difficult for an African child to be liberated, even if they are not part of what has happened. Yes. And it's these things that I believe that when we come together as a community, there's much more we can give and stand up for our children before it gets worse and they get for crimes they didn't commit and all that. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, now we go to Benson, who is also a General Secretary for African Workers Union, and just enlighten us a little bit. And Benson, please, only 5 minutes, because I know you Kenyans, you like microphone too much. First, Benson, you're muted. And first, before we go, I have somebody here who has commented, Valentine Ngonyo. I've said, oh, I hope I got that pronunciation right. They say we must focus on our future generation. What we are experiencing now will be different from kids in 10 years to come or 100 years to come. And somebody also said we must fight for our rights as Africans, be treated right and fair. Black Lives Matters. So I think your African Union, you're touching people's hearts right now. So Benson Kamaru.
Hi. It is Benson Kamaru.
My bad. My apology.
Right. No worries. I have to correct you. By the way, this name actually, Lydia, comes actually from your village. I mean, from your area, because a long time when I was born, there was a leader, a chief, I think, in our village, and he came from the Rift Valley, and he was called Kemaru. So he was so big. And then when I was born, I became so big as a child, and then they named me after that guy from Kalejin.
That's now, let me ask you.
You have not timed me so far, yeah?
No, wait. That is why I told you. You give a Kenyan a microphone. Now he has started telling us about his grandmother, his grandfather.
And that is not enough, Lydia. Can I also add Kadogo, please? You have not written your contact in the chat, because I'm very much interested in that.
Okay.
Now, concerning the benefits, I would like to speak something about the benefits of joining the African Workers Union in UK. And I think the best thing is to give an example. One time I had a case. Somebody followed me with my car and they thought that we would not know them. So when I came out of my car, they came and vandalized my car and my wife's car. Of course,
Wow.
later on, we got them into the court of law. The man was charged and put in jail for quite a long time. But what surprised me is when I wrote this in the newspapers, some people told me that was not a big thing. We have been done so much, and they never speak. So this forum of African Workers Union is to enable people to speak with one voice.
Yes.
Every harassment, every injustice, every discrimination, whether it is workplace or whatever it may be, must be reported, and we must fight that together. That's why we have begun this. And of course, being or joining African Workers Union actually is like having an insurance or wearing warm clothing in the morning as you go for a long journey, because the weather may change, like the British weather can change any moment, any time.
Yeah.
But once you are having warm clothing, you don't have to worry. Or people who pray like I do in the morning, you pray, you have got a contract early in the morning with the Lord. When you go, whatever happens, it's up to the Lord, because you told him, I am for you today. Whatever I eat, whatever I hear, whatever I see, whatever I speak, let it be conformed according to thy will. And you can say amen there, Lydia.
Amen. Amen. Glory.
So, how much time do I have? Yeah,
2 minutes,
I have got more. Sorry, yeah, I can hear that. So there is also the issue of sense of belonging, knowing that you are not alone. Ubuntu, like Professor Biti said, I am because we are, and because we are, therefore I am. This is a community foundation, community Harambe input, like Mzee Jomo Kenyatta said. And therefore, I want to encourage those people out there to join African Workers Union, because this is where you find consolation. This is where your justice will be anchored. This is where you find warmth of togetherness, warmth of unity, warmth of equality, warmth of diversity as Africans. And therefore we can go places, we can do exploits. Come on, come.
Well done. Thank you so much. Somebody even say that I'm in for the African Workers Union. Thank you very much. And then somebody also said,
we have got contacts here, because Sally told me that you not be available, therefore I can give them here. So
okay, you can write it. Yeah, say it and also write it on the comments, and you can also say it.
I will only say it because I know she's somewhere and she's writing, but our website is africanworkersunion.org.uk.
africanworkersunion.org.uk.
Yes.
That's right.
And the email is support@africanworkersunion.org.uk. Can I give phones here? There are 4 phones, you know?
Yeah, you can.
0791 9988 131. Second, 07500 33 8033. Number 3, 07925 452316. And the fourth one is 07939491371. As I say them, of course, they are being written down. Altogether, we are 5 executive members. I think they did not put the number for Lydia here. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So if you go there, you will get us, and you will come, we negotiate, we help you, we fight for you until the world is put upside down.
Hey, I love that. I love that. African, we say Black Lives Matters. Black Lives Matters. Yeah, you guys are not singing with me. Black Lives Matters.
Black Lives Matter.
Matters. Okay,
Amen.
Well done. So somebody said, how do we empower our young? Okay, let me read this. First of all, somebody said, I lost 50K with Prudential Insurance in Kenya. Wow. I don't know about Kenyan insurance though, but I know that the UK insurance is 100%. But again, insurance is all about advice. If you you need to get 100% advice before you sign that paper. Because like I say, the devil's in the little writing. And 50K is a lot of money to lose. And somebody said, how do we empower our young generation? I love the Ubuntu philosophy. Our young people need to be the change they want to see. I'll check out on African Workers Union and will promote it. Well done, Valentine. Thank you very much. And yes, even me, I like that Ubuntu. Ubuntu together. Yes.
Yes.
So you guys make sure you write all the information there, how people find you. Now, we're going to, I remember one thing Kadogo said when she started. She said that as much as she was in but she was thinking, her mind was always at home. She never forgot home. So if your mind is at home, guys, and you're in Europe or you're Maju, like they call it at Ituko Maju. Okay. Thank you, Atwa Maju. If you're in Maju, that means diaspora, and you're thinking of home. When you go home, is it just thinking or action? So as you think, you also need to take action. We all know that, yes, a lot of people have given up. The fact that you send money home, build me this, build me that. Nobody does. They take a very nice neighbor picture, a house, a very beautiful house, and send it to you and say, this is your house. And you keep on sending money. Oh God, I am sorry for the people who have been duped, but a lot of people have been duped into that. They've sent their parents, they've sent their friends, they've sent their relatives money, and they didn't see nothing. You know, in Kenya, we do this, ngolo, they didn't see ngolo. And because of that, a lot of things have happened. Seriously, this is not even laughing matter anymore. We have people who have suffered depression, very bad depression. We have people who have even committed suicide because some people, like we all know in Europe, some people don't have papers. And they work really, really hard. And they send their money home, and they're living in a small room like this, a box. They're denying themselves everything just to build a business home. And then they're like, you know what? To hell with this country, I'm going home, I have this. When they get there, there's nothing. And then those people even want to kill them on top of that. Because now they're asking, I sent you money, where's my house? You sent me pictures, where's my business? Now they even want to kill you on top of that. So we've seen people suffer. So because of that, we did our own due diligence and we found Miami property. These people are genuine, these people are 100%. So if this lady talks, you know that whatever she says, she provides. So now, platform to Miami. And I know this woman, if you give a microphone, she will not leave. I will actually snatch it through Zoom. Yes?
I will redeem all my brothers and sisters in Kenya. And I will take exactly even less. I can speak on my toes, 60 seconds. And I'll speak yangu yote.
Yeah. We start now.
Thank you. My name is John, and I'm the director of Miamu Properties Limited. The property company was started way back in 2009. I started it from my house. And as my children grew, I grew with it. I started by going to an office in Ngara, a little shop, and then I have moved all the way to Ruaka. Now I say 2 Rivers, because now you need to know the exact location where we are. So we are not far away from 2 Rivers. That is Ruaka. All right. Now, why Miamu Properties? Miamu Properties will give you many products. The 3 products I'll talk about, the first one I'll talk about is land that we have subdivided and we are selling. That goes for 350, but because of Kenyan Friends in the Park and we love coming to London, we are offering them at 250,000. Now, why is it important for you to buy property from us? Because we do our due diligence, like Lydia has said. We make sure that the property that you're buying belongs to us. Number 2, you can go and do your extensive search at Athi House, and you will be able to get that particular property is available and it has no encumbrance. I normally tell people who are living in the diaspora to make sure that they have someone who is representing them back home, not just your relative, but even a lawyer. because a lawyer will go all the way and make sure that you've done your letter of offer, you have done your agreement for sale, it has been signed, it's a contract that is valid, and you can be able to go to a court of law and you can be able to sue that company for whatever misconduct that they have had. Then you go on and you can get your search out, get your, what is it called, your valuation done, you get your commission, what is it called, your stamp duty, there's capital gains tax, you have paid that, all the way to the transfer, all the way to getting your title out. All those processes that we can do, because I have 17 years having worked for advocates, so I know the processes very well. Now, the other one is property management. You're sitting back in London, you're sitting back in Germany, wherever it is that you are, and you have land or houses that you have done apartment blocks and all that stuff. But you have your Kamau or your Joroge and they are collecting rent for you and you don't see 100%. Give it to professionals to do that work for you. Money goes to your account straight, and then we make sure we do a due diligence on the tenants who are coming in. We vet them for you. We do inspections of those houses before they enter and after they come out. All that work we can do for you. Now, the other one that we can do for you is conveyancing. You have a property that is stuck somewhere in Athi House, sijui kama ni Kajiado, ama ni Nairobi, ama ni Ngong, ama ni Kiambu, and you are struggling with your paperwork. We work with advocates back here in Nairobi who know the processes and how to get for you your paperwork done. So you need to contact Miamu Properties for all those things for you. Now, I will not, like I said, I am keeping it to a point. So my telephone number, if you want to contact us, is 0717 611 548. Let me repeat that again, 0717 611 548. So you can contact us there. We have a Facebook page, that's Miamu Properties Limited. Facebook, you will find us like there. You can contact us there. We have a website where you can contact us too, and you can also browse and see what we have available. We have land that's at 120 acres. We have land at 5,000 acres. We have land at 1/8 of an acre. You can find whatever it is that you're looking for anywhere. All right, fantastic. It was excellent having this opportunity. Thank you so much, Lydia. Thank you so much, Kenyan friends in the park. I'm done.
Oh, thank you so much. Hi, that's the first Kenyan I've seen. And you know, when you're saying that you have a land and you're sending your money to Kamau and Joroge, my friend, is Musyoki and Atieno. Everybody's in this. They're all calling us. They're all calling us. And even somebody have said, yes, Joanne Miano. We are very scared because we have been conned so many times as diaspora. Even Musyoki, everybody is on that conning business. So I'm proud of you. And you say that you started from your house, 2009, from the house. That's why I told you this woman is a powerhouse. She did from her house. So this comes back again to anything. I always tell people that whatever you want to do or whatever you want to become, you can. The only person that can stop you is yourself. I always tell somebody when I'm talking to them, I say, go and look through the mirror. Who do you see? I see me. So it's only you that can prevent yourself or protect yourself or be a barrier of your own success. So
Lydia,
yes.
I loved what Kadogo said about investing in the future. And one of my motto is don't wait to invest, invest, then wait. You know, invest in the future, invest in your children, invest in the future of the generations to come, and don't waste it. You're working so hard out there. Why waste a penny? I refuse to get you to waste a penny. So invest in us. We are there for you. We are your servants. We are here to serve you.
We cover you with the feather of the land and the property management. We cover you at Miamu Property. So guys, thank you so much. I know we have some.
Lydia.
Yes.
Can I say something? Sorry, my phone died, guys.
Oh, come on. Did you not pay your bills?
No, I was just No.
Is your phone from
the
China?
charge.
Is it from
No,
China?
no.
So it dies.
No, I couldn't find the charger and then it died. Is it from
Okay.
China or is somewhere? Yeah,
Okay.
I have to apologize for that. I don't know if Benson has spoken about our union.
Yes, they have.
Oh, thank you so much.
They
Yeah,
have
I was
actually
totally
spoken about.
disconnected.
They've spoken about the union in depth. They
Mhm.
told us how it started. They've told us the
Yeah.
purpose why the union is there, and they've
Yeah,
encouraged
aims,
everybody
objectives.
to join. Yes, and
Mhm.
also they've written the details. All we need
Mhm.
is Miamu as well. Joanne, you need to write your details on Facebook. Okay, on Facebook there you need to write your details. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And somebody said, how do you support the people who are already victims of the crime? Plots already been sold using fake title deeds.
Yeah.
Joanne.
Yes. What's the
Somebody
question?
Somebody said, how do you
Yeah.
support the people who are already victims
Lydia.
of this crime? Plots already been sold using fake title deeds.
I would advise you go to a lawyer. You find a good lawyer who is going to represent you, and especially a conveyancing lawyer, because they understand the intricacies of conveyancing. And that means the paperwork that you have to follow up at Lands. They will do that extensive search for you so that they find out what the history is of that piece of land and where you were conned and how to get your money back. Yeah.
Okay, and that is why, and that is why it's important with everything that we do, not just land, not just with everything that we do, from insurance, because even Kadogo says she's been conned insurance, and it's not just her. A lot of people have spoken about fake insurance companies, fake lands, fake this. Before you can buy anything or enter into anything, please do your due diligence. Check, do research, do survey, send your people, because Joanne, you say that if they want to search about you, they can go somewhere. I know you mentioned something. Joanne, you did mention somewhere that you can go.
You can go to Athi House to do your research. It depends on exactly what you're looking for.
Okay,
Are you asking?
And does that include buying any land in Kenya or just yours?
Land in Kenya in general.
Oh, really?
You can do searches. Yes, you can. You can bring it to me. I will help you to find whatever it is that you're looking for, because I've done conveyancing.
Okay, guys, I hope you've heard that. So don't be conned again, because the reason why I think we get conned is lack of education, sometimes lack of looking around or searching, or even sometimes trust. We trust too much. You cannot trust like that with your money, with your life. So guys, you need to do your due diligence before you can join any organization, before you can buy a land, before you can buy insurance, before you can help an organization, even like Kadogo's. You need to check all those things and know that, okay, I'm going to help this charity, I'm going to help this organization, I'm going to join this organization, I'm going to buy this land. I am 100% sure, and I'm convinced that if I do this, my heart is settled. So that is all I can advise you guys. And thank you very much. And this is the platform for Kenya and Friends in the Park. And yesterday when we were talking, somebody came up, the MC Vass, came up with an idea that we all bought in yesterday, and I'll tell you today as well, that we should start a Kenya and Friends in the Park TV. And I was so excited when she said this. And people who are commenting yesterday, they were like, yeah, Kenya and Friends in the Park TV. So now we're going to work on that, Kenya and Friends in the Park TV. And all the people who are there on the 25th and 26th, the people who are participated, you're going to have a platform on the TV. So this TV is going to be hot, hot. Yay, Miamu, you're not dancing with us. Everybody's dancing. Yay. So
I'm answering questions.
And we are going to have Kenya and Friends in the Park TV, and we are going to dance to it. So we are going to have a TV. Yes, and I appreciate every single person that came here today. And I know Sam is there, but he didn't talk today, but he spoke a lot yesterday because he was part of the technicians, part of the people who were behind the scene who made this happen. So thank you very much, Sam. And thank you very much, African Workers Union. Thank you very much, Kadogo. Thank you very much, Miamu. Thank you very much, Susan. And until then, we'll see you again. Love you all. Bye.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
At World Remit, we understand what the journey is about, how it can sometimes take a little distance to bring us a little closer together. With ways to save more when you send more, World Remit is here for you, so you can be there for them.